No, there's no way that he's gonna be able to follow us.
And for my next trick, I'm going to make this room explode with the powers of my mind. And as soon as I assemble all of the crystals, the world shall be mine. Hey, let's go have some fun. Are you being stupid? Of course there's no way that Aquaman could ever be Batman.
This is GM Voices. We do voiceover recordings for all sorts of different technologies, whether it's GPS systems, phone systems.
If you've changed your mind, say main menu, and I'll cancel this transaction. Also, I'll review all this information with you before we complete the transfer, in case we need to change something.
That's kind of one of the cool things about our company, is that we do a lot of fun things at our trade shows, including, in fact, the last one in New York was a Harry Potter trade show. We actually themed the booth to be Harry Potter. That's kind of the cool company I work with, is that they recognized that they had a professional Harry Potter enthusiast on their hands and used that skill set that I had to make an actual Harry Potter booth, and it was definitely the hit of the trade show. We got a lot of good press on it and a lot of good talking about it.
I'm Andrew Bates. I play Alastor Mad-Eye Moody in the Order of the Dragon.
My name is Sean Corey Adams, and I play Remus John Lupin in the Order of the Dragon.
We bunch of just cool people who really like Harry Potter, and they're kind of some of the best that we've found at being their respective character, being themselves. Yeah, I mean, being
less of a cosplayer and more of a just sort of living it.
The cost lifer, we like to jokingly call it.
Yeah. Regarding on how the Order got into Infinitus, about a year before Infinitus started, give or take, we had our big group together. We were kind of starting to really come together as a group, which was fun. I really wanted to be a part of this because it's going to be one of the biggest Harry Potter conventions that has ever been, thanks to the Wizarding World opening. So I'd become completely determined to get the Order into Infinitus somehow.
The pain I endure for my art.
Why is it cold? Okay, so this is the magic eye.
Yes.
So then this is where it goes down here, and this is the one that comes across. Stuff that I have in my hand is called Rigid Collodion, and it is mostly used for stage makeup, movie monsters, and making Andrew his gorgeous Mad-Eye Moody self. The more layers you put on, what it does is puckers your skin out so it indents it, and basically makes it look like you have actual scars.
Anyway, waiting at the ATM, I wasn't really in costume all the way, and some kind of clueless lady came up and said, "So I had to ask, were you in an accident?" I'm like, "That's a risky game, lady."
Chances were pretty slim that we were going to actually get there at any kind of a discount or any official manner, just because we, looked good and because we did our characters well. So I constantly was trying to come up with different ideas to get us in there, and I was actually subscribed to the Infinitus newsletter, and one of the things they'd asked for was they needed an audio-visual chair. And fortunately, I had actually worked audio-visual at the Omni Hotel, which is one of the biggest hotels here in Atlanta, at CNN Center. I've got my degree in recording engineering. I thought, well, this is something I could definitely do. I mean, I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, obviously, and I know audiovisual. I've worked with hotel audiovisual quite a bit, and I know how to run sound. So a few emails later, as it turned out, they loved me, and I ended up being the audiovisual chair. And through that, I started talking with Jen Clack, the Minister of Magic, basically the gal who was kind of running the whole event. And I told her about the Order. I told her about our class that we were putting together. I told her about some of the other projects we've been thinking about working on. So she said she was really interested in it, especially the class. So we talked more about it. I actually filled out a proposal for the class, sent it in no great part to Jen being behind us, and me being a part of the inside circle of Infinitus's board of members. The Order got picked to do our class as a part of Infinitus, as part of actual formal programming, which was cool. So now we had something to work towards. That's how pretty much the Order made it. We forced our way in.
She's still going.
Awesome job! That was amazing! See, we got a recruit round for something like that about that. She'll be the youngest Order yet. Very cool. So did you like class today? You enjoyed yourselves? You like class? Very cool. I'm glad we kept you guys amused.
The next few months were us coming up with different ideas that we could actually, what we were going to do with the class. We had the general skeleton. We had some ideas from the first class we did in AkioCon, and we wanted to, you know, make it bigger because, like I said, this was going to be the biggest Harry Potter convention that there had ever been at this point. So we wanted to make this as big as we could do it on a shoestring budget. It took a lot of creativity, but since we're all so, you know, invested in this Harry Potter's world and invested in making it interesting for the people who are going to be there, we wanted to make it as much a reality for them as we could make it, to make them really feel like there is magic present.
Cheers with other more obscure items can create, when mixed together, most ingenious.
We might try this. Wingardium Leviosa. Would you help me? Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, well. It's a little bit dry in here.
We really didn't want to have a script to where it was like, this is the line you're going to say. Part of the coolness of our group is that each person is so in tune with their character, they know what their character's going to say without having to have it written out for them. I mean, I could write something down for Tonks to say.
Okay. The wand positions, that is.
Well said.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, then 3, 4, then the underhand one. Does that look right? You can't remember? Well, what am I showing you for?
We trusted that Holly would be able to get that character right, and, you know, when the class came, she was one of the hits of the whole class, being in character.
What I'm going to teach you is basically, it's simple aura training. Basically, I'm going to teach you how to get one from one point to another, simple attacks, because obviously you're not going to be in the same position every bleeding time, contrary to popular belief. So, I'm going to run through it. I'm going to get a couple of you people, show the rest of you muggles, see which one of you, might be half-blood, you never know in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with you, and then I'm going to get some people, guinea pigs, because I like to. It's fun that way. Alright, so the first one, very common position, especially when you're out in the field. You have your wand up here, hand fully extended, right?
It was definitely entertaining, I think, for our students, and it was a lot of fun for us to put it all together. And there were some strenuous times, and there was definitely some gray hairs that were created from parts of it putting together, but I think it was really worth it in the end. And I think for the next time, and I think we all do want it to have a next time, that it's going to be even more grandiose and more refined now that we have some cool ideas down. We have it gone through once or twice before, so I think it's the future is pretty cool for the Order. I think we've got a lot of good possibilities in our future for doing some pretty magical things.